love the whole nerdy aspect of it, and as an actor who is also a mad nerd, it touches on so many things that so many of us understand, like being an extra. And there's a song that's all about how boring and tiring it is to be an extra, which is so true. It's about fanaticism, and I am a total Batman freak who, when I met Kevin Conroy, told him that I was holding back the urge to rip out chunks of his hair. So it encompasses all these things that are automatically a part of my life. And so I find that funny.
Nice. One of my favorite things about this show is that there are a lot of characters. And as an actress, I just love seeing tons of different people represented on stage in a really bold and hilarious way. So that's one of my favorite things about this show, is personally getting to play like 5 different people and getting to pick out, you know, how they are going to be expressed for the US premiere.
Yeah.
Yes, I had heard of Doctor Who and Torchwood and John Barrowman before auditioning, but I had only seen Doctor Who, and then not all of it. There's so much Doctor Who.
There's 50 years there.
Yeah, you say that. I'd heard of all of them too. My mom is a huge Doctor Who fan, and my best friend is a huge Doctor Who fan, and I am a completist. So I'm there with my best friend whenever we have time to get together going, okay, we're starting from the beginning. So right now I'm on Dr. One Grandpa in black and white, going through all of them. I have not gotten to John Barrowman because I've got a while to go.
Meanwhile, I just jumped in with the new round.
I tried doing that. I couldn't. It felt wrong.
I don't remember why, though. I don't remember why I started. I think it was... Oh, I know why. I needed something to grade to, and I like having a show that's got a lot of variety, but you don't actually have to pay attention every moment of the show. I like to have something like that going while I grade, so that I don't feel like this is my life is this piece of paper and these students' answers and blah. So I like having shows like that. I think I watched Supernatural because of that. But yeah, so I started with the new round, and then I only watched Torchwood, and I haven't gotten through all of it yet because I just started last week for this show to start listening to Eve Miles' accent.
Scheduling. The fact that, and it's a great thing and an awful thing, the fact that so many of us are apparently talented and people want us in their shows.
Yeah, we're desirable.
Apparently. Gosh darn it, don't you just hate it when that happens? But, so it means that you have, as she was saying, so many characters being played by so many different people, and then you have 4 of them off doing one thing, and then 3 of them aren't going to be there this time, and then especially when you have big group songs, and songs that are written with, like, each line being something different.
Yeah,
so it's like
so many harmonies. Like
so many
10-part harmonies.
Yeah.
11-part harmony.
Okay, 11-part harmonies. Not having one of those harmonies, or 4 of those harmonies, or 5 of those harmonies represented during a music rehearsal.
And especially the group songs, they're really long. Mm-hmm. So it's like we'll have a rehearsal where we will learn a sentence of a song.
No, not that.
The over-the-top nature of her, I would say yes. The overwhelming horniness, no. And I find that funny because I get cast as this kind of role a lot. So Yes, this.
I understand.
Uh,
All the multiple parts you play.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll get more specific in a second, but in general, I mean, I think that every character that anybody plays is always through the filter of the actor's experience and their emotional well. So in that regard, every character has something in common with me because everybody always tries to find something that they have in common with so they can portray it honestly. So like, you know, that's my general answer. More specifically, I feel like little old Mrs. Edwards, I love cats too. I think I can relate to that idea of like wanting to socialize even when people are like, I'm busy. Come back later.
The first time I heard Julie solo, that sexy jazzy song. It's I was like, I need to find out how to do this for auditions because the song is just so sexy and lovely. And then on top of that, the song that she sings with Ash, and I won't spoil it, but it's like, I've been in her position, only there wasn't the big reveal at the end that she was mistaken. I actually was in that position, and I'm not proud of it. And so it's like, all the feels. I know exactly what you're feeling right now. I know the self beating up, and it's like, I actually almost started crying when she sang it the last time. It's like, I know.
The first group number, the one that I find the funniest is Just Within Reach, because
we're on the Torchwood set.
Because Ben was like, okay, I want it to be very like
Les
Mis, one day more,
and
as
so
we're like, but we're coming out in these like robot and alien costumes because we're extras for Torchwood.
Yeah, and I'm
just like,
Who's waving the flag?
I don't.
Just Within Reach.
It's part of the choreography that he plans on doing is this like picking up Jamie and holding him like Superman.
Reach for those dreams, change.
What is going on at rehearsals when I'm not here?
Right?
Nothing.
Right.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing's happening when the producer's away.
We just
We're-
sit.
Yeah. Make a note to speak with Ben. Okay.
Uh-huh.
The fact that it sounds like Scottish.
Really? I thought it was more Irish.
Well, Scottish or Irish, depending on who's saying it at the time.
Yeah. The hardest part of a Welsh accent is that the first part of doing an accent is developing an ear for it. And so, as in America, I feel like we have a lot of British comedies coming in. So we tend to grow up with an ear for British,
High British and sort of Cockney.
That
high
estuary British,
Cockney, Scottish. Some of them, have the Scottish going on. Some Irish.
And that's
It's
pretty much it.
very, very, very rare to have access to
a Welsh
accents.
Yes.
And if you don't have the ear for it, then you have to start from scratch as an adult, and it is much harder. The other thing is it does sound like a mix of a lot of other better-known accents.
Yeah.
And so our audience is going to be looking for it to be something that
sounds familiar.
that is familiar, and we're going to be, if we're doing it well,
We're gonna sound like we're wrong.
we're going to sound like we're wrong a little bit. So that's, I think, the biggest challenge is finding the right thing and then being solid in the right thing, even though we're probably going to have some know-it-all audience members going, oh well, honey, you'll get the Scottish at some point,
right.
and it's like, no, we're not actually doing that.
Although I wonder, have J Bell 3, because she goes from like Welsh and Scottish and other
and then they're Welsh characters, but they're doing American accents.
Man,
so
I gotta
it's
tell you, they've nailed those American accents.
Yeah.
They are so good at those American accents.
yeah. But it's like, how do you?
It's Scandinavian.
Oh yeah,
She does
Scandinavian.
Swedish porn.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's like, how is she going to differentiate the Scottish from the Welsh because they are so similar? And then are they going to do just their normal voices for American? Or are they going to do, I am a Welsh person attempting to do an American accent?
And having a hard time with certain things, or like...
As long as they don't have a Texas accent, I'm fine with that.